We give it to 105 for the guys to join in, and then we gonna get this party started. All right. So, welcome to the 4DaPpl podcast, gentlemen. We are in week 12. I'm on a bye week, so y'all boys get y'all games in as soon as possible. Cause I'm itching to whoop some ass, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. Make sure. Oh, the injuries going on. Fuck no. Gotta have them injuries on. Let's look. Let's look and see who played already. Vikings and the Jets played already. Vikings whooped that ass, so I gotta do the game in a week for the Vikings off for real. Alright, so week 11, um, Lions got dropped off by the Patriots 24-13. Um, we got the Vikings beating the Falcons 62-38. I'm pretty sure it was probably a good game all the way up until the end. You probably beat them convincingly. Okay. The Bills went off 35 zip against the Jets. The Bills look like you trying to repeat this year. I don't know. Uh, Shit, that might as well have been the score with the Rams and the Bears because my dog, shit, conceded. I don't know what he did, but it was a forced win with the Bears. He got dropped off. Um, at a high scoring game, the highest scoring game. This is college basketball numbers. Titans 69, Texans 54. Forced win with Dallas coming away with that win. Uh, Commanders beat the Jags. Okay. Got a forced win with the Pit with Pittsburgh. Whoa, Cardinals beat the Seahawks. Did not see that one coming. Okay. Forced win for the Ravens, 6-7. Uh, Shoot, that one was a four sims. 49ers came away with that one. Four sim. The Chargers came away with that one. You know what's crazy? The Colts got better, so I can't fault him for that. He got better. Um, he lost 21-7, but that's all right. My boy did his thing. Bengals beat the shit out of the Saints before he dipped out, 21-11. And I was pissed off week 10, so I had to show Giants a thing or two, 68-19. So, um, shout out to y'all boys, man, for getting y'all games in how it's supposed to be. Again, y'all boys make sure y'all come with y'all team name because I might do some for the league. If if guys come with their team names, whoever come in to get some, whoever don't, hey, you just miss out because it's in the chat for everybody to see, for the whole league to get the podcast and see what's up, see what's what. Um, okay, Bills in the building, Titans here. Okay. Uh, with these games, man, y'all let me know who gonna win. Cause from top to bottom, I could say the Seahawks probably gonna win this one. I got the Bears to win this one. And the CPU, shit, even though the Colts, my boy, the Titans walking away with that one. Um, yeah, Colts definitely did get better. So shit, just be on the lookout. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Um, Giants and Texans. This might be a good game. This might be a good game because Texans starting to find his groove, and Giants came off a tough loss, so he might be looking to prove himself this week. Um, Browns and the Steelers. I don't know how locked in the Browns is right now, but I do know with the Steelers, man, if he limit turnovers, he gon' Texas got that. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Nevertheless, we gonna see. We gonna see. Um, I got the Cardinals with this one, Chargers and Cardinals. I got the Cardinals. 49ers and the Rams. I got the Rams on this one, man. Fucking Ethan need to lock in. That's all that is. Ethan needs to lock in. Uh, I got the Bucks on this one. The CPU, Raiders and the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs. CPU. I got the Cowboys. And I got the Broncos. But the Broncos, he ain't. Alright, so yeah, we going. We gonna see what's up, man. As a matter of fact, who I got for game of the week? I had the Vikings and the Jets for game of the week. So who else can I put? Who else can I put? I'm trying to spread the game of the week love around so everybody got a chance. No, I ain't putting no bills for no game of the week, man. Watch out. Um, you know what? Yeah, Giants in Houston gonna be that. Okay, so I'm gonna drop it in the chat. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Um, I need everybody to vote on the second game of the week, and we gonna go from there. All right, it's gonna be Texans versus the Giants, and y'all boy tell me who gonna win that one. All right. So off rip, I had the Texans because I like the team. I like what they got, and the user ain't too bad himself. So we gonna definitely see. Um, where we at with the in season awards, man? Well, with the statistics rather. Let's see where we at. Got Jalen Hurts leading the way, 3,472 yards passing, 227 completions, 31 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, on 72% completions. Um, Real methodical with how I choose to throw the ball because, he can't make every throw. He makes majority of the throws, as you can see by the 72%. Um, yeah, Texas nice for sure. Texas nice. Um, so Jalen Hurts leading the way is, suitable. I vibe with it. But he just got to stop turning the ball over. Mind you, a lot of that is on me. I'll take the blame for that. I'll take the burn. A lot of that's on me, right? But sometimes when he be throwing the ball, he throw it a bit inaccurately. So it kind of just like it's 25% me, 75%. You know what I'm saying? So as for now, he's at the top of the list. All right, and barring that we have a bye week right now, see, and the Texans have yet to play. CJ Stroud might, rise to the top on that. Right now, he has 3,468 yards, 213 completions, 33 touchdowns, 32 interceptions. That's no bueno. Turnovers are no bueno. You know what I'm saying? So, but nevertheless, he's second in the league on that. He's putting up Jameis Winston statistics, and that's like I said, no bueno. Um, Dak Prescott, 3,441 yards, 227 completions, 35 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. All right, not too shabby. You know what I'm saying? See, at one point he was number one. I don't know what happened. He probably had him a few bad games, but nevertheless, Dak Prescott balling. If I'm not mistaken, he's leading the. Oh, nope, he's second in the league in passing touchdowns. So yeah, yeah, we're gonna see how that plays out. Um, got Joe Burrow, um, 3,432 yards, 253 completions, 29 touchdowns. Has yet to crack 30, but I'm guessing that's gonna be um, it's gonna go up by the end of the season. 15 interceptions, 69% completion. All right, so he's fourth in the league in passing yards, I should say. Um, then fifth we have Josh Allen with 3,073 yards passing, 174 completions, 253 attempts, 42 touchdowns. He's leading the league in touchdowns, and with only 5 interceptions. That's highly impressive. Highly impressive. Because I've seen guys do worse with this quarterback with Josh Allen. I've seen him do worse. So for him to put up these type of numbers, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being MVP. Just throwing that out there. If he becomes MVP, I wouldn't be the slightest bit surprised. So yeah, man, shout out to the top 5 quarterbacks in the league regarding passing, and then with passing touchdowns, you have Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Taylor Green, C.J. Stroud, and then Jalen Hurts at 5. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. So with the yardage, we have Devon A. Chain leading the league with 1,083 yards. Um, got Bijan Robinson at 2 with 1,034. Got Cam Scatterbo with 907. Jeremiah Love with 902. Blake Corum with 886. All right. So these guys are leading the league in rushing to this point. Who has the most touchdowns? You got Bijan Robinson leading the league in rushing touchdowns. Next is Nicholas Singleton. Um, you got Saquon Barkley for third place with a rushing touchdown. Blake Corum, and then Cam Scatterbo. All right. So these are your top 5 as far as rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. So shout out to y'all boys for keeping that bit on the ground. Um, Dante Thornton Jr. is gonna be the top receiver. Like he's just him. Like especially with how the Raiders user always gets the ball to him. I say this every time on the pod. Like this is his number one guy, and I played him to know that he's gonna find this receiver by any means necessary. So just want to throw that out there. Um, Jamar Chase is leading the league in receptions with 73. Um, then you got Justin Jefferson with 64. T. Higgins. You got 2 receivers in the top 5 in receptions. T. Higgins with 58. Dante Thornton with 57. Damn, Saquon Barkley getting the ball. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's what we had on receptions. For yards, you already know you got Dante Thornton leading the pack. Then you got Justin Jefferson with 1209 and 17 touchdowns. Nico Collins with 1156, 14 touchdowns. You got Travis Hunter with 1080, 14 touchdowns. Got Jamar Chase with 1040 with 11 touchdowns. So, it's pretty much like it's probably what, 6 guys that already cracked 1,000 yards this season. All right. So that's impressive. That's very much impressive. Um, Justin Jefferson is leading the league in touchdowns, however, with Dante Thornton being the close second. Now, if Dante Thornton has a bad game and Justin Jefferson snaps for 20 yards, it may flip as far as who may be the best receiver in the league. All right. You got Nico Collins at third place, Travis Hunter, fourth place with 14 runs, really tied for third. Then you got Xavier Thomas with 13 touchdowns on the year. So these are your top 5 receivers for a touchdown score. Shout out to y'all boys for airing it out. All right. So for total tackles, we have Nick Bolton leading the way, Fred Warner and Dayan Henley tied for second. Okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Tied for second. Anthony Hill Jr. at third. Adrian Cooper at fourth. And you got Roquan Smith at fifth as far as tackles. All right. Then tackles for loss, you got Myles Garrett leading the way with 22. Will Anderson Jr. at 19. Daniel Hunter at 17, along with Derek Hall at 17, tied for third. Then you have Harold Landry at fourth and Abdul Carter at fifth. All right, that's for tackles for loss. Will Anderson Jr. leading the league in sacks currently with 13. Got Aiden Hutchinson with 12. Brian Burns and Trey Hendrickson tied for third. Derek Hall at fourth, and then Dallas Turner at fifth. All right. Well, Dallas Turner and Greg Russo at fifth. So these guys are the top sack leaders in the league. Then at interceptions, you already know that boy Tariq Woolen at the top. That boy's a dog, tall, built like a receiver at DB. You can't beat that. Um, then you got Tony Adams at second, AJ Terrell, Damani Jackson, Devin Lloyd at third. You have Kevin Winston, Kendall Daniels, Cardell Flott, AJ Halsey, Brian Cook at fourth. Then you got a host of guys at fifth. All right. So, shout out to y'all boys for holding it down on defense, man. We're gonna show the kickers some love on this. um, you got the Seahawks and the Raiders kicker. That's pretty much like up there as far as field goals made and field goal attempts. Um, the Rams has the most attempts, but he's not really perfect in that realm. All right. Well, no, he doesn't have the most attempts. Chase McLaughlin has the most attempts, but he's at 78% field goals made. All right. So Eddie Panera has the most field goals made, actually, not the most attempts. So it's impressive. It's impressive. And he might win best kicker depending. All right. I ain't gonna dive too much into the to punting because most niggas ain't really punting like that. You feel me? Like the most thing that's impressive about punting is like if you get it inside the 20. And the only one that's doing that is Corliss Waitman with the 49ers. And AJ Cole and Logan Cook. All right. So that's where we at. Got any kick returners, taking it back to the crib? Jalen Lane, Nicholas Singleton, Tyron Montgomery, Deion Burks are all tied for first. And a host of guys tied for second. All right. Tyreek Hill, Shamir Dyke, and Devontae Turpin are all tied for first and punt returns. All right. So that's where we at with that. Let's check out the yearly awards. As I guess, Josh Allen is the leading the way in MVP right now. I already knew it just by the stats alone. You got Taylor Green close second, Todd Simpson at third, JJ McCarthy at fourth, Caleb Williams at fifth. All right. The coach of the year, you got the Bears. Titans, you got to change your coach. Remember that. You got to change your coach because you making a lot of accomplishments this year, but don't matter if your coach ain't creative. All right. So now me at third, Zane Hampton at fourth. This man, wow for this. Big Juice Cat at fifth. All right. So yeah, gotta have a creative coach, my boy. Gotta have a creative coach. So that's where we at as far as MVP and Coach of the Year. I'm gonna get started with the AFC first. Offensive Player of the Year, we have Dante Thornton leading the way at first. Got Nico Collins at second, Josh Allen at third, Nicholas Singleton at fourth, Jamar Chase at fifth. Um, most likely, but you a tough user. You'll bounce back from that in a heartbeat. Trust, big trust. So yeah, these are the top five guys, offensive player of the year. Um, yeah, yeah, it can pretty much go either way. Um, Josh Allen may win the MVP, but I don't know if he can win offensive player of the year. Because even though his stats are impressive, Dante Thornton's stats are more impressive for a receiver. Yeah, yeah. Let him know, Bills. Let him know you got to fight back. So yeah, that's where we at with that, man. Josh Allen might win MVP, but I think this gonna be Dante Thornton Award for sure. Um, Will Anderson leading the way, but he definitely walking away with that. You have Carson Schweizinger at second, Tony Adams at third, Roquan Smith at fourth, Terrell Bernard at fifth. All right. So just based on the top five defensive player candidates, judging by the stats, I think Will Anderson gonna walk away with this, which is just for the stats alone. I think he's leading the league. He's top five in tackles for loss and top five in statistics. I mean in sacks. I'm sorry. So just with that alone, I definitely see Will Anderson walking away with this one. Defensive Player of the Year, hands down. All right. Um, let's see. We have Offensive Rookie of the Year for AFC. Nicholas Singleton leading the way, of course. He's the number one guy. Taylor Green made impressive strides. So it all depends on if Nick Singleton has a bad game. If he does, Taylor Green gonna walk right through that. Because with how the Titans use him, he's a dual threat. He can run the ball and pass the ball if need be. All right, Demond Claiborne, Texas uses him pretty well. Xavier Thomas at fourth, Jeremiah Love at fifth. So a lot of Titans up here with the number one picks that he got. With the picks that he got, definitely up there. Defensive Player of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year, we have Damani Jackson, Kendall Daniels, Kamari Ramsey, C.J. Allen, Arvell Reese. All right, so Damani Jackson definitely coming into his own at the DB spot. And I definitely do see him walking away with Defensive Rookie of the Year for AFC. Um, Best quarterback, got Josh Allen, Taylor Green, Drake May, Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers. Again, with his statistics, 42 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, it's hard to compete with. So he might just run away with this one, like, hands down. Um, Next, you have best running backs, Nicholas Singleton at one, Demond Claiborne at two, Jeremiah Love at three, James Cook at four, Jonathan Taylor at five. Um, it could pretty much go either way with this one. It could definitely go either way with this one. I wouldn't be surprised if Nick Singleton walked away with that one. Wouldn't be surprised. Um, if it's a strictly AFC thing, Dante Thornton has this one. If Justin Jefferson was in the AFC, it'd be like one and two. But yeah, Dante Thornton definitely walking away with this one. I don't see nobody else taking that from him. So definitely best receiver. You got Jacob Baba Moyer, Will Wagner, Matt Warzek, Julian Ashby, Ross Mastick. Um, these guys have been holding down on the O line, man. Definitely been holding down on the O line. Um, Will Anderson winning best D line, like by far. Got him, Harold Landry, Trey Hendrickson, Greg Russo, and Miles Garrett. Definitely winning that. Best linebacker, Carson Swaysinger, Terrell Bernard, Roquan Smith, Dan Henley, Tyrell Dotson. They definitely, top five, but I definitely think Carson Swaysinger gonna come away on top with that one. All right. Best DB, Titans got their name all over the board on this one. You got Tony Adams, Kevin Winston Jr., Damani Jackson, Brian Cook with the Bengals, and Cordell Flott. So Titans got the best DBs apparently in the AFC. That's what it's looking like. Best kickers you have. They do. One, two, three. Oh, they sure don't do. Well, Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Um, Best kickers you have Daniel Carson, Cam Little, Cameron Fairbairn, Evan McPherson, and Jake Bates. All right. So that's it for the AFC. We're gonna move on to the NFC. Let's see. We're gonna start with Offensive Player of the Year. We got Justin Jefferson at one, Bijan Robinson at two, Saquon Barkley at three, Travis Hunter at four, Marvin Harrison Jr. at five. Now, mind you, I just looked at the stats, and Justin Jefferson may be the dude that walks away with this award. Um, Bijan Robinson has the stats too, but as a receiver, Justin Jefferson has that covered. B.R. Robinson would have to have another breakout game for him to like overtake Justin Jefferson as the Offensive Player of the Year for the NFC. Saquon Barkley, I haven't really used him on the ground that much. I've used him more so in the passing game, so that's probably why he even getting considered for Offensive Player of the Year because his receiving numbers are up there with the top receivers. So that's that. Travis Hunter, definitely up there. I see the Cowboys use him all the time. Marvin Harrison Jr., definitely another one, another dog. And the Cardinals usually definitely know how to see the game and put his players in the right position to make a play. So for him to have this type of receiver is definitely going to be big next season, going into next season. All right, so defensive player of the year. Man, Tariq Woolen being at the top says a lot because bro leading the league with like 8 interceptions, like both AFC and NFC. So it ain't really too many receivers getting away from him as far as speed, and it's not really many in the league that got the size over him. So definitely well deserved if he does walk away with that award. But you have Aiden Hutchinson right behind him. Derek Hall, Trey Moore, and Devin Lloyd. So he's within good company as far as the race for it. Officer Rookie of the Year. Um, I'm gonna see if I could get KC Concepcion some low love, like in the passing game, so that way he could, you know, go past Ty Simpson. Because I feel like the last user he cheated the league, so bro ain't even supposed to be at the top right now. You feel me? So we definitely go see. But other than that, we got Jeff Caldwell at three, Brennan Thompson at four, Le'Veon Moss at five. So shout out to them boys, man, for being in the top five. Top five defensive rookie of the year. You got Trey Moore, AJ Halsey, Anthony Hill Jr., Lorenzo Styles Jr., Emmanuel McNeil Warren. All right, so Trey Moore, he definitely caused damage in that last game against the Bears. Um, his defense is tough, but I should have been more prepared for that game. So that shit was definitely on me. NFC, you got the best quarterback, top five. You got JJ McCarthy, Jared Goff, Ty Simpson, Caleb Williams, Jalen Hurts. All right. So I don't know how this can go. Jalen Hurts got to finish strong for me to even consider being number one anywhere. Um, Gotta finish strong, man. Yeah, I had that game. I had it. I had it. I folded. I folded in the worst way too. But it is what it is, man. The best players, best mad players bounce back from the worst losses and make a way. Um, Best running back for NFC, you got Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, Devon A. Kim Scatterboot, and Blake Corn. Um, from what the stats showed me, Bijan Robinson got this one because I ain't really been doing too much damage on the ground with Saquon Barkley and Devon A. Chain has been playing phenomenal this year. So along with Cam Scatterable. But the thing is, Bijan definitely gonna probably walk away with the best running back award. I would not be surprised. Um, Best receiver, we got Justin Jefferson, Travis Hunter, Marvin Harrison Jr., C.D. Lamb, A.J. Brown. Justin Jefferson award, hands down. Best lineman, we got Rex Sonahara, Blake Ferguson, Hogan Haddon, Tyler Ott, and Trent Seed. All right, so that's that with the best lineman. Best D lineman, we got Aiden Hutchinson, Derek Hall, Brian Burns, Dallas Turner, Montez Sweat. Montez Sweat is a sleeper. I'm gonna let y'all boys know that now. Montez Sweat is definitely a sleeper. Um, however, I definitely do think that this is gonna be Aiden Hutchinson's award. Definitely think that, especially with how he comes to play every week. Definitely think that. Best linebacker award. Again, Trey Moore has been balling. I think it was Zach Bond's spot a few weeks ago. Like, if not last week, it was his spot. But he ain't been producing, so Trey Moore gonna take his spot. It's still, you know, like what, week 12 in the season, so we still got a few more weeks to go. But right now, this is where we at. All right. Got Trey Moore, Zach Bond, Devin Lloyd, Anthony Hill Jr., Mac Wilson Sr. All right. So that's the best linebackers in the NFC right now. Best DBs, Tariq Woolen. I keep saying it because the man keep popping up. One of the best DBs in the league right now. All right. We got AJ Terrell, AJ Halsey, Julian Love, Cameron Curl. All right, so shout out to these boys, man, for locking down the field for sure. You got best kickers in the league. You got Dominic Savada, Will Reichert, Carol Santos, Eddie Pinero, and Jason Myers. All right, so these guys have been putting the boot to the pigskin all season, man. So that's where we at, man, as far as the yearly awards. Um, Again, I appreciate y'all boys for tuning in, bro. Man, y'all let me know either in the chat or in the comment section who y'all got for these games this week. It's a lot of unplayed games, man, but we making it through the season. That's all that matters. It's a lot of unplayed games. I'm gonna definitely start tagging folks, the remaining games in the chat, so that way we could get the ball rolling on guys reaching out and playing their games. But for the most part, we making it through the season. So I appreciate y'all boys for being active in that way. Um, Give me some time. I'm gonna come up with a gift for the guys that commented um on the podcast, man. Just let me know. No, y'all let me know. I gotta let y'all know what it is. I'm gonna let y'all know what it is. But what I need for y'all to do is type your team name in the comments so I know what's up, so I can see who commented the team names or whatever, so I can get you guys right with a gift. I might just do it for the whole league anyway, but I want to do something special for the guys that commented on the podcast as well, because that means y'all boys attentive, y'all paying attention, y'all talking, y'all see me talking ball, and y'all appreciate it. That's all that I ask for. You know what I'm saying? So, sure, we got player of the week. I think I missed the last few weeks. It's the last few weeks. Yeah, Trey Moore definitely player of the week last week. 4 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. He whooped my ass by himself. Fuck. Um, got K Ramsey, 10 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception. Josh Allen, 25-35, 466 yards, 6 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack. Tyler Show, 22 for 29, 411, passing touchdowns, 1 sack. This week 11 player of the week, we got JJ McCarthy, went 16 for 27, 491 passing yards. Damn, that boy balling. 5 passing touchdowns, got sacked 1 time, got 1 rush touchdown. Give or take, it was probably a QB sneak. I know it. Um, You got Tariq Woolen. There you go. He popped up again. Got 5 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. Man, that man was a dog. Still is a dog. AFC side, you got Taylor Green, 20 for 30, 404 passing yards, 7 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked 2 times, ran the ball 14 times for 141 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. So all together, bro, put up 9 total touchdowns in the game, bro. That's impressive. No, I don't care what nobody say. Like the Titans been doing this thing this season. Like, he definitely been doing his thing. So then we got with the Chiefs, we got 3 tackles with Jay Hicks, 2 interceptions, and 1 return for a TD. So I'm gonna when I get time, I'm gonna definitely do play of the weeks from the past week, do game of the week for the guy uh that won this game against the Jets. I got him on that. So you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna cook something up within the next hour. So stay tuned on that. And I appreciate y'all boys for tuning in, man. Until next time, next week, Tuesday, we're gonna be back for another podcast. I'm gonna do it every Tuesday, like I said. Um Next Tuesday, I may be a little late on it though, just because I gotta handle some court shit with my nephew. So, just bear with me. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all boys for tuning in, man. Until next time. Peace.